Hey everybody, welcome to Santa Barbara, California. In case there's anybody that doesn't know where Santa Barbara is, it's about 95 miles north of Los Angeles along Highway 101, right on the Pacific Ocean here. And it's, being on the Pacific Ocean, it gives it a beautiful climate almost year-round here, and it's a lovely place to be. And we've kind of stopped here on our way home to visit a family member who lives here, which is kind of cool because, well, I like it here. This is a neat place. But Santa Barbara being on my way home to Florida doesn't really make sense because I live in Florida. So let me explain that a little bit. That'll take us back to March. Back at the beginning of March, we had a bit of a family emergency up in Washington State, which is another place that we go quite a bit. And I thought I should go out there and donate a little of my time to help out in the situation. So I did. On the 14th of March, I flew out to Washington, and I kind of stayed there for a while. And as things improved, Darlene and I decided, well, you should come back home. So on the 3rd of July, which was just a few days ago, she flew into Seattle, and on the 5th, we loaded up my truck, and we started the process of driving back to Florida by way of Santa Barbara. See, now it makes a little more sense. We're going to spend about a week here, and our week is just about up, and then we're going to head back into Florida. Now that brings me to the next situation. We are going to go back to Florida, which is about 2,300 miles from here, and we're going to take a couple of very interesting routes and see some kind of cool things that I've been wanting to see for a long time in this country. And the first one, which it actually ends in Santa Monica, but we're going to start there, and it's called Route 66. We're going to take Route 66 out of Santa Monica, and we're going to follow it for quite a ways. It kind of meanders along Highway 40 off and on for quite a ways as you head east, and we're going to follow it at least to Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, and then it's going to start verging north towards Chicago, and that's when we're going to jump off and start heading south into Florida. And what I would like to do is have you guys come along and kind of enjoy some of the things that we're going to check out. I got my drone with me. I'm going to do some flying. I got this camera right here. I'm going to do a lot of videoing, and I think it will be a lot of cool things that I want to see. So you guys are invited to come along and see what we see, and I look forward to doing it. So come on along as we adventure back to Florida from Santa Barbara, California, by way of Route 66 and all those other cool things that might be there. Join us. We're still in California. We left this morning from Santa Barbara, and we're heading along Highway 1 here in California, and we are very close. We're only about 22 miles from Santa Monica, which is where Route 66 starts. And this lovely place here is a little town called Malibu. 21 miles of scenic beauty. Isn't that the most gorgeous thing? Fantastic. Well, like I said, we are just a few miles from Santa Monica and Route 66. Well, let me jump in my chariot, which is right there, and we got to get out of here. Well, we've come to the Santa Monica Pier, here in Santa Monica, because this is where Route 66 starts. And we're going to actually go find the sign that says that. But this is kind of a cool place. And we're still on the Pacific Ocean. This is obviously, we're starting right here at the ocean. Could have drove out here. End of the trail. Well, it's going to be the beginning for us. We're going to head down Route 66 east. We're here in a place called Rancho Cucamonga, and this road that we're standing right next to is something called Foothill Road, and it's actually a very modernized version of what used to be Route 66. And there's a hiking trail here that you can take that's actually part of the same thing. So, and it starts right here. This is the Route 66 trailhead here in the city of Rancho Cucamonga. We're still on Foothill Road here, which is old Route 66, and we've run across something that will take us back to a movie called Cars. Not sure if you remember it, but a young sprout by the name of Lightning McQueen was in that movie, and he got kind of hung up in a place called Radiator Springs. And while he was there, he met this young female car named Sally, and she was the owner of a wigwam hotel, and we've run across it here. I don't really think the town is called Radiator Springs. Isn't this cute? The manager actually said he would give us a tour of one of these things. He's going to open it up. And this is the one. He'll be out here in a second and he will let us go in. That's very cool. Exciting. So here we go. This is what it looks like on the inside. Well, it doesn't have an upstairs. Well, maybe it does, I don't know. It's got a little couch over there. Cute little window. Refrigerator, a TV, Route 66, queen size bed here. How handy is this? There's Steve McQueen, Lightning McQueen and his buddies over there. Nice. This is too nice. Wigwam City here in Radiator Springs. Isn't that cool? There we are, way off in the distance. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. Well, Darlene went into the little gift shop at the front, right there. So we're going to kind of head over there. Okay, we got off the main highway, which was Highway 15, just heading down what is now the original Route 66. I'm sure it's been repaved once or twice in the years, but this is the original road. This is where it was, out here in nowhere land. And we're just going to get a little bit of video of it for maybe a mile or so and kind of see what it looks like. Well, we found our way to another section of Route 66. This one is just outside of Victorville, California. And this is it here. We've pulled off down there. And there's a bridge right here crossing the crossing this river right here. Let's get a better look at this bridge. This is the original bridge. It's probably had a couple of paint jobs, but this is it. And I'm sure that this wind is really messing things up. And these cars aren't helping either. They are rather noisy. But yes, we are out in the I'm thinking this is the Mojave Desert out here. And there's quite a bit of history on this bridge right here. So I will kind of throw that in as it's on the screen. Or I'll talk a little bit about it. Alright, you see the freeway sign right across the street there? That's Highway 40. And this is where I was talking about 66 and 40 kind of intermingling. Try to protect this microphone a little bit. Here it is right here. Welcome to Newberry Springs Historic Corridor. We're going to go down this way because there's something down here Darlene wants to see. So we're going to go check it out. God, it's just blowing like crazy. I hope this doesn't mess up this microphone. So we're going to go check this out and I will bring you back. We are in California, right here. We're along Route 66. I would hope that this road was more scenic in other states. I mean, it went from Illinois all the way to Pacific Ocean. Look at it out there. This is the desert. I don't know if you can see them off in the distance, but way over there, there's trucks rolling along on a freeway. That freeway is 40. That's 40. And we've been out here driving on this road. This is a part of 66 that kind of parallels 40 for a ways. I mean, I'm right here. But good grief, man. This thing is desolate out here. All right. Let's go adventuring down 66. I'll bring you back. We're heading into the little town of Amboy. I think there's all of about 10 or 12 people that live in this town. There it is, Amboy, founded in 1858. We got a few things in town, like a cafe. Cool. I'm gonna try to figures. I got a car right behind me. We got a cafe right here. Looks like an old gas station from back in the old days. That's a hotel looking thing with a bunch of little houses to live in. Cool. Isn't that the neatest little deal? I like it. This is called the Amboy Crater Natural Landmark. It is right off of Route 66. It is in a place called Amboy, California. You can kind of see that, right? Amboy. They should move that rock. Amboy, California. They even put a zip code there. The Amboy Crater National Landmark. Looks like there's lava way out there in the distance. And we're about ready to head down the road right here and go check it out. That's it. It's just a little crater, but it, from what Darlene was reading on the internet while we were coming here, It spewed quite a while ago and it covered a huge amount of ground. So, man, and it is hot out here. I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to get in the truck. We have come here to a place that they call the Amboy Cinder Volcano.
It's called the Amboy Crater.
Yeah, they call it the Amboy Crater, and that's it right there. That is it. And it, they say about 10,000 years ago, it spewed all of this stuff out here. This is just like cinder stuff, and really, it's very much rocky looking stuff. It looks like pumice. It's they said 24 or 25 square miles around this thing. It spewed this out. But we've been driving through this desert now for quite a few hours, and there's a number of volcanoes, or at least fields like this, all along 40 and 66. It's very interesting, actually. I mean, this goes on over that hill there. It just keeps going. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
We were going to hike to the top, but it's 112 degrees.
Yeah, there's a note right there. Darlene just said we were going to hike to the top and look in the hole, but just standing here this far from the truck, in the shade, it feels like I'm sitting in my oven at, well, it's 112 degrees outside right now, and the wind is howling, and it's I don't know if you can hear it. I've got the microphone inside my shirt, so it's not so loud. But holy mackerel, it is hot here. And there's a train blowing down the tracks right here. You see him out there? Yeah. He's got like 5 engines. We've been following him for the last 75 miles or so. He's got 5 engines and there's probably 15 cars behind him. It's a little short thing. It's almost silly. Yeah, see, there's the end of it right there. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna walk back to the car before we die of heat exhaustion and continue on our route down 66. I wanted to get a video of my thermometer here in the car. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Can you see it? Yes, it's 119 degrees. Ouch. Good grief. Ouch! 119 degrees? Man, that is too hot for anybody. I wanted to fly that thing, but I was afraid of losing that drone. Most everywhere we went in the Mojave Desert was hot like that, and that was one of my biggest concerns. High winds, high heat. I did not want to lose that drone and have to go hiking through that desert looking for it. Nope. Anyway, once we left the Amboy Crater and we're heading back out towards 40, we were actually heading towards the border of California and Arizona. Flagstaff was kind of our goal. And Darlene had noticed on Facebook that there was a post saying her niece would be heading into Flagstaff, coming from the East Coast, heading west, while we were coming from the West Coast, heading east. Very lucky circumstance to be able to meet like that. Anyway, she contacted her, and they kind of hooked it up to where we would get hotels in town, and we would have breakfast in the morning. Guys, it was great having breakfast with you. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad we got to talk a little bit, and I hope you guys enjoy your time in San Diego. Perfect. Anyway, the next video is going to be in and around the Flagstaff area, and the first place we're going to go visit is going to be a little town called Williams, Arizona. It is very much the quintessential Route 66 town because it is smack dab right on Route 66, and there's all kinds of cool stuff in town, and I'm going to try to capture a bunch of it while we're there. So join us again as we I'd venture off tomorrow and check out Williams, Arizona. Thanks.